Good evening once again. The Beaumont Club members work hard to put this district conference together as a couple of people because what you just enjoyed was a wonderful dinner, the beginning of a great evening. And this was organized tonight by our own Lynn Castle. Where are you, Lynn? And Roger McCabe helped Lynn, I think. Is that how it goes? Is that the way it works? And lunch today, which I didn't get to enjoy, but I understand it was fabulous, and our own Juliana Tarosky was in charge of that. Juliana's here somewhere, I think. Right there. This is the whole planning table over here. Sometimes when we have this many people in a room, we have some collegiate loyalties. So if I said University of Texas, if I said Texas A&M, okay, that helps me gauge the way this story is going to go that I'm going to share with you tonight. So a UT engineering grad and a Texas A&M engineering grad, they are the two finalists for a position with a prestigious engineering firm in Beaumont.
It's one word. It's one word. We graduated.
The person doing the hiring has reviewed their transcripts. They took identical courses. Principles of analytics, all the courses were the same. No differentiation. GPA identical with both. So far, the hiring person has nothing really to help him make the decision. And he tells him, he said, I'm kind of stuck. You're both equally good, equally attractive for this position. So I'm going to give a 10-question test. Each of you will take the 10-question test, and we'll see if that helps. They duly take the test. Their answers are graded, corrected. The hirer says, both of you got 9 questions correct. So I am hiring the person from A&M. And of course, as a tea-sipper would be, all outraged. Why wasn't I hired? You said we both got the same number of questions. We got the first 9 questions right. He said, that's true. But on number 10, your answer was, I don't know either. It's now my pleasure to bring up the person who will introduce our keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium past District Governor Bill Bittleman.
It's really a tremendous pleasure for me and a great honor to introduce our speaker, Rotary International Director-elect Brett Howard, who has come to us from California, from the Oakland Sunrise Rotary Club. Now I will make this introduction short for a couple of reasons. My voice is not quite yet back where it normally is, but I also know that you like short introductions. And I can also tell you, I had the privilege, I picked Brett up from the airport today, Houston Intercontinental, and we had a wonderful conversation, and I can guarantee you, you will prefer listening to him than listening to me. And finally, I'm almost convinced that everyone has read his biography in the program. So there's not really much for me to say, but there are a few things that I really want to highlight. Brett is an exceptional person. He is an exceptional person in his private life. He is an exceptional person in his professional life, and he is a truly exceptional person in his Rotary life. And if I would mention to you everything that Brad has done for Rotary, serving on committees, chairing committees, filling in for Rotary functions, I would be here at the podium for half an hour, and I don't want to do that to you, and don't want to do that to me. Just a very few things that I would like to mention that are really highlights in the life of a Rotarian. Brad is the recipient of the most prestigious award that Rotary International can give to its members. He is a recipient of the Service Above Self Award. And I know, Brad, you may not know that, but we have at least 3 or 4 recipients of that award here in our audience. Now, there's also something amazing about him, and that is the fact that he has served an unprecedented 3 terms as International Assembly Seminar Trainer. That is, he trained the facilitators at the International Convention in San Diego. And he has done that 3 times. And finally, what I would like to mention is Brad has a passion. He has one really big passion in Rotary. And that is polio. I should better say the eradication of polio. And that passion has taken him, has allowed him to lead 21 mission trips to eradicate polio in West Africa and in India, with a total of over 1,000 Rotarians. And that is truly something amazing. I don't think that there's anyone in our Rotary world that has that much accomplished in terms of mission trips. And because of that, he has received the International Service Award for Polio-Free World, and that is an award that is given annually, but only to 10 people. That is truly something very special. And now I would like to do something a little bit unusual for an introduction of a speaker. Brad, to thank you for all that you have done for Rotary, and specifically for the eradication of polio, I am going now to challenge you here in this room by saying that I'm willing to donate $500 to Rotary Foundation earmarked for polio eradication if there's someone here in the audience who is willing to match my challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God, I can't. Someone needs to count all these hands. That is wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4. I saw here 5. 5 or 6 at least. So
you are going to match all 5 of those or 6, right?
No, I didn't say that. But anyway, thank you so much for all of you. You are Rotarians. I know you will make that donation. So that is at least, Brad, in your honor, at least $3,500 for the Rotary Foundation for polio eradication. So I have said enough. Please help me grab my name. Rotary International Director,
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, come on. You can do better than that. I want to make sure you're awake when I start this. Good evening. Good evening. Howdy. Howdy. I'm from California. I don't know what that means, and I'm sure that I don't understand. I come from Hawaii. I know what this means. I have no idea what that means. But normally in California, we only use one finger, so maybe it's the way you start out bonding with the audience. I love that. That was remarkable, Uli. Thank you very much for doing that. It wasn't so important to count the number of people. You needed to record their name. Because I heard this table over there saying, he'll never remember I put my hand. President's Representative Lawrence Inogo. I've had the opportunity behind going to participate in these polio immunization trips of going into Nigeria 4 times. He comes from District 9125, which in my opinion is my home district there. One of my dearest friends in Rotary is a past district governor from that district, and I've had some of the most extraordinary experiences, and I say this in all honesty, whether Lawrence was here or not, that the Rotarians in that district have taught me more about the values of Rotary and the quality of Rotary and what we do than any place else that I've ever been. And to that effect, I congratulate you, and you have an extraordinary representative of the President here. Lawrence, thank you. And Lawrence has invited all of you to his home in Abuja. You just have to come with me to go there. District Governor Don and Barbara, they travel with me down into New Zealand. I don't only go to places to which you need shots. I occasionally take you to places that you can just go and enjoy on your own, and we did find a way to do it. And then honestly, I'm thrilled to be here for one reason. There are a couple of people in your midst that I've come to know over the years. They've traveled with us and my company many times. I've enjoyed the parts of the world with them as much as I've enjoyed the parts of the world. And I just wanted to specifically acknowledge the Mattingleys, both of you. Thank you. And then Uli picking me up in his car. That was the longest, I mean, that was the most enjoyable I've ever had. I appreciate that. And Larry, thank you for bringing that whole college rivalry thing up. You see, well, I went to the University of California. Okay, is there an air leak in this room? That must have been somebody from Stanford. Is that a Stanford person here somewhere? If so, I'll speak more slowly. Yeah, you think you guys throw things down in this part of the world. You should go when, I mean, we really compete. Do you know our Nobel laureates can kick their Nobel laureates? Yes. Yeah. Honestly, the only thing that my University of California football team has taught me, humility. It does go back, though. I do have a bone to pick with the University of Texas. Your coach, that Weiner, took us out of the Rose Bowl a few years ago, and we've never, ever been able to beat anybody since. So, anyway, it's truly a pleasure to be able to come and speak to you and to have an opportunity, quite literally, because you see Rotary through your own club, you see Rotary through your own district, that which is expressed locally. And I find that whether it be that I go to Nigeria or to another place, it's different. It looks different, it feels different. And certainly the reputation of that which occurs in Texas is admirable, because you folks tell me it's admirable. But I appreciate coming here. And particularly when you come either to Pets, which is my favorite place to go, because everybody who is in the room is going to be successful in their endeavor. Everybody is excited about what they're going to go through. Or you come to a district conference and you have a chance to talk to people. And there's one question that I always wind up processing through my mind. Why are you here? I mean, why did you come to this event? Aside from either pity or pride or caring of your district governor. And I guess what I'm really asking is not so much why you're here this weekend, but why do you feel so dedicated to this organization that you would give up your time, that you would pay money to be a part of this? And why is it that you join, or you continue to show up at your meetings each week? I think that is the essence of the question. I mean, Why are you here? Is it the food?